Good morning everyone and welcome to Vlogmas week 3. Can you believe it? Next week is literally Christmas. It has gone by so fast. I'm not ready for the year to be over, to be honest. It's all just happening so quickly. But welcome. Here we are. I realized I forgot to introduce myself last week. Hello, I'm Hayley. Welcome. I talk about knitting here. Feel free to stick around if you want. Hopefully we'll have some fun videos planned for the new year. But for now, it's Tuesday. I had a really busy day yesterday. Callum had his graduation from his current stage of his training course, so I went out to his base and watched him graduate, collect his certificate and all of that fun stuff, and that was lovely. And then I had pole in the evening. It's our Christmas week this week, so it's all Christmas classes, which means it's fun classes that don't normally run. So I tried some new things last night, which was very interesting. And I also found out that I am a finalist for the 2 pole competitions that I entered for the start of next year, which is really exciting. It feels really good when, you put together an audition and you choreograph basically a whole routine. It's maximum of 2 minutes, I think it was. And you put together this whole routine and submit it, and you pay for the auditions, and you come up with a concept, and you're really excited about this idea, and it feels so good to receive that acceptance to actually compete in the competition that you've entered. It's so satisfying. So I'm really grateful and really excited to get working on those shows. But this is not a pole dancing account. This is a knitting account. So I'm going to focus on my knitting this week. We have a couple of things planned. I have a night shift booked tonight. Don't know if it's going to go ahead or not. We'll see. I have a festive Christmas themed day and sleepover planned with my best friend Liv on Friday, which is going to be really exciting, and some other things here and there, but I'm planning on just focusing on knitting. Now I have heated up my lunch once again. Chicken and rice, the classic. I actually have Barbie Swan Lake on. I talked last week about the Barbie movies and how much I love them and how much I enjoy rewatching them. So we have Barbie Swan Lake at the moment on, and I might as well show you some knits. Now, at the end of last week, I couldn't show you my Musselburgh hat that I started working on because it was in Callum's car. But I can show you now, and I was working on it a little bit this morning. Here we are. So as you can see, it has this really cool variegation in the reds and the whites, which I absolutely love. It's perfect. It's exactly what I imagined this yarn could do, and I'm glad that it's come out this way. Now I will try it on. Looks a bit funky at the moment, but here we are. I think it looks fantastic. I'm really excited to have this one in my wardrobe for winter wear. But basically I am doing a reversible beanie, so the other side is going to be blue, and so I need to knit to approximately 27-28 centimeters before switching to the blue colorway, which I will show you because I managed to get it out of my stash the other day. Yeah, so 28 centimeters, and then I can switch to the second color, which is going to be this beautiful blue, which is a hand-dyed yarn from Tandy. And it is their 100 gram 8 ply. I think this is 100% Polworth wool, and because this is hand dyed, they don't really repeat colorways, but for the sake of it, I'll tell you this is item number 380. So I got this when I visited the Tandy farm last year, and I'm really excited to have that as the other side of the beanie. I will say again, I know I've said it the last 2 weeks now, I think, but this hat is a Colorado Avalanche ice hockey team themed hat, and this is their colors, the red, white, and the blue. I think the actual colors are different shades than what I have, but I feel like this gets the message across at least. So yeah, that's what I was working on this morning. What else do I have to show you? I don't think I really did anything else over the weekend that I need to update you on. I think, yeah, the only other thing I have here is a swatch And this is a swatch for the sailor slippers. And I'm thinking of knitting them up for when I go away in January. I just feel like having some soft felted slippers will be easy to take in my luggage as opposed to my Uggs. But I wanted to knit up a swatch just to make sure this yarn would actually felt in the way that it's supposed to. And also, I don't have a washing machine, so I do my laundry at the laundromat. And so I didn't want to make felted slippers that didn't end up felting or felted too much in the locked washing machine, because obviously I can't just open it at any time and take them out when it's felted to the point that I am happy with. So I knitted up this swatch according to the pattern, and I'm going to chuck it in the wash with my laundry this week and just see what happens. But the yarn I'm using for that, I'm holding it double, 2 strands together, and it is Bendigo Woolen Mills Villa. This is 8-ply. You will have seen this one before. I made a gift knit for somebody for this year in that yarn, but this is held single, and this is going to get gifted at the end of this year. So beautiful, beautiful yarn. Love it to pieces. It's gorgeous. I love the variation in the blues, but I have so much of it. So I figured, why not make some slippers? And blue is one of my favorite colors. So yeah, that's all the knitting I have to update you on. And yeah, again, not too much going on this week, nothing crazy. Next week is when the festivities kind of really ramp up, so stay tuned for that. My family is really excited to come and visit. Their flight is on Sunday, yes. So we'll be seeing them from Monday onwards, which is super exciting. I miss them so much, and I don't know if we didn't do Christmas together last year. So it's going to be really nice to do Christmas together this year and have a good time. But yeah, I'm going to eat my lunch now. I do have pole tonight again before I go to night shift. But until I need to leave, I'm just going to knit, which is so nice. I do need to tidy up a little bit. And this week as well, I have to start packing for our trips. So when we go into the city to see my family next week, and then when we go to the States next weekend. Oh my god, that's coming so soon. It's next weekend that we're going overseas. That's crazy. Yeah, so lots to do. Packing of my apartment as well to move. I hope you're excited to come along for the week, and who knows what we'll get up to. Hey, it felted. It worked. This was put through the washer and the dryer. Sorry, I've just woken up from a nap. This was put through the washer and the dryer because when my washing finished, I couldn't find this. It was somewhere in the washing machine, tangled up with some clothes, I think. So it also went into the dryer. So the wash cycle was 35 minutes and the dry cycle was 48 minutes. And this has come out still a little bit bigger than the suggested gauge. After felting for the sailor slippers, you should have 15 stitches in 26 rows. Actually, I'm lying, my math was wrong. 15 stitches by 26 rows in 10 centimeters. Now, I don't have a 10 centimeter swatch anymore. I realized I should have cast on more stitches. Anyway, my maths was wrong. basically I have 3.5 stitches in 1 inch now, which is pretty much perfect. It's not too small. Like if I felt the slippers made with this yarn at this gauge, the slippers aren't going to be too small. If anything, they might be a little bit big, which just means I put it through another dry or wash cycle or something. So yeah, I really like it. I wish I had some of the white yarn because I would love to do I wish I had some of the white yarn because I'd love to do a stripe. The only other colours I have are the brown, which I'm using for my Sophie shawl, or this like burgundy red, which I can show you. This one here. It looks a lot more purple in the camera, but it's a little bit more maroon in real life. I mean, it kind of, that wouldn't be a bad stripe. Like that would be quite fun. And for a pair of slippers, or even have this as like the main slipper and this be the bottom, like the sole of the slipper. So yeah, maybe I'll have to think about it, but I'm just not like super excited about that. Maybe if I do another swatch, just see if I like the color combo together in a stripe, maybe with a thin stripe in this color, might be cool. But yeah, it's good to know that it works and that this yarn does felt and will felt to the gauge that I need. It's almost 4 o'clock now. I have done quite a bit on my muscle bra. I'll show you quickly. I am almost at the halfway point. I'm going to do 5 more rows on this and then switch to the blue, but that will probably have to be a tomorrow job, I'm thinking. But I'm loving it. Yeah, I think it looks great. It's good fun. I'm excited to do the blue, and I'm going to have a little bit of this left over. I'm not sure how much, maybe 20 grams, maybe 25. I don't know, I'll have to weigh it once I'm done, but I'm going to have some scraps. But that might be okay because I know eventually I want to do a DK scrappy blanket. 3 guesses as to what pattern I want to do with my leftovers. But that's long term. For right now, we've got 5 rows left to do on this, and then we'll join the blue. But yeah, as I say, that'll probably have to be a tomorrow job because as of right now, I still have a night shift tonight. We'll see if that happens. It's probably likely because it's a weekday. It's more common for the weekend shifts to get cancelled, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But I do need to leave for pole in about 25 minutes, so maybe I'll pack my work stuff. I'll pack my pole bag. Maybe we can get through 5 rows of this before I have to leave. That would be awesome. I think the project I'm going to take with me tonight, I think I'm going to take 2 projects to work with me. I'm going to take my Sophie shawl and I'm going to take my Quilty Cabin socks, I think. That way I have a chunky gauge knit and a finer gauge knit, so that if I do end up getting at least some knitting time, I can see how I feel and pick and choose which project I want to work on. But yeah, that was Tuesday. I don't really feel like going to work, but I need adult money to pay for my hobbies, so it's important that I do work with this free time that I have. But I would love to have a whole full day, another full day of knitting tomorrow, but it's okay. Got to do those adult things, which is fine. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed first day of this week. Let's pack our stuff and hope that we get a couple more rows in before I go.
Glowing, soft as a flame, a candle shining bright through the pain. Christmas time is brighter with you. Snowflakes, they dance in the glow, running, leaving prints in the snow. Christmas time is brighter with you. Our hearts are alive, singing carols and love is in the air. It's Christmas with you. Starlight on a cold winter's night, sleigh rides as the kids travel by. Christmas time is brighter with you. Our hearts are alive, singing carols outside, and love is in the air. It's Christmas with you. Our hearts are alive, singing carols outside. Our hearts are alive, singing carols outside, and love is in the air. It's Christmas with you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is 2:30. Time to go to the dentist. My dad will like that one. I had a really lovely morning. I ended up getting my shift cancelled last night, very last minute. So I got a text at 6 confirming my shift, telling me where I was going to go to work. And so I was prepared, I packed all my stuff. I was ready to leave Pole, etc., to get to work on time, ready for a 9 o'clock start. Then I received a phone call at 8 p.m, so an hour before my shift was supposed to start, saying that my shift was cancelled, and that because it was a late cancellation, I will still get paid. So that was a kind of nice surprise for the evening. I don't know what the rules are or the policy is with that whole situation. I've never had this happen before, so I don't actually know how much I'll get paid or whatever it is, but it was a nice cherry on top to my day yesterday, and meant that I got to come home and have a good night's sleep, which was really, really nice. And it meant that I could wake up and have a full day to myself again today, which is awesome. I was going to spend the whole day inside, but I've decided that that's going to be tomorrow's plan, because tomorrow is going to be even hotter. So today currently is 32 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow is going to be 38 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's bloody hot. So the plan is for tomorrow to stay inside. So today I took myself on a little picnic date. I went down to the river and spent some time knitting by the water, which was so lovely. I was laying in the sun. I was people watching. I was knitting. It was so glorious. I absolutely loved it. I'm covered in sunscreen because I burn super easily. I don't know if you can tell, I have very white, freckly skin. My family is prone to skin cancer, so I slathered myself in sunscreen. The new tattoo's got a thick layer of sunscreen as well. They're going to need some moisture in a bit. And I just laid there and I had the best time. I'm really trying to make the most of this time that I have now, where I don't really have any demands on me. I'm so grateful for this time and the flexibility of my life at the moment. I know it's definitely not going to last forever, and it's a huge privilege to be able to just spend every day, whether that be a weekend or a random Wednesday, doing whatever the hell I want. I'm really, really grateful for that, and I know that it's definitely not going to last forever. So trying to make the most of it whilst I've got it. But I did do some knitting. You will have seen this morning I wound up the Tandy blue 8-ply, and I joined it this morning, and here we are. While I was by the river, I did 20 rounds in the blue yarn, so we're almost halfway on the blue section, if that makes sense. I have to knit 50 rounds of the blue total before I do the decreases. So we're almost at 25, which means half of the body section of the beanie. And yeah, loving it. I think this is going to be really, really cute. This is going to be the brim. So technically, when it's on my head and folded up, in theory, it'll kind of look like that. Or the other way around, with the blue as the main bit and the red as the brim. Just whatever floats my boat at the time. I did take my quilty cabin socks with me as well, but I didn't work on them at all. Yeah, that was this morning. I need to have another shower now. I need to wash off all this sunscreen because I do have pole again tonight, and if I try to grip onto a pole covered in sunscreen, I'm not going to stick. So I'm going to shower off this sunscreen just now, and then, I don't know, I might just do some more knitting. I know I need to put away my laundry. It's in a bunch of baskets behind me, strategically hidden by this desk chair. And I need to start laying out my clothes for my holiday. So maybe we'll do that just now. I've just been working on the edit for this vlog, trying to stay ahead of it, you know. But yeah, maybe just now we'll start working on the packing of the clothes situation. It's just a lot to think about. Like, what am I going to wear for a specific day? I don't have like an itinerary for while we're in the States. My family is very much like plan each day and have like a specific plan for each day. And whilst I generally know what we're going to be doing while we're away, Callum's family are not huge like itinerary people. Very much go with the flow, which is something I'm still learning. I think it's the best combination, Callum and I, me being so type A about certain things, specifically with like holidays and itineraries, and him being so go with the flow. I've learnt to find a good balance when we travel. Anyway, sorry, I'm full of yapping today, but all of that to say that because there's no specific plan for each day of the holiday, I don't know what outfits to pack for each specific day, like for each specific thing that we go do, if that makes sense. It's a lot to think about, but I'm very lucky that these are my problems. You know what I mean? So it's really not that big of a deal. It's just going to take some time. I don't think I'm going to chat to you again today. We'll see. But as for tomorrow, again, it's going to be really super hot. I do need to go get my nails done. I think I might do that tomorrow. But otherwise, not sure what we'll end up doing. As always, I feel like I always, you know, prep you and be like, oh, this is what's happening this week. It's actually nothing. But that's okay. That's my life at the moment. That's Vlogmas for you. I've been reading your comments actually about the Barbie movies. Some of you mentioning that, you know, you watched the Barbie movies as a kid, or your kids watch the Barbie movies and they're really nostalgic for your kids. It's been really interesting to hear people's different connections with the Barbie films and other films as well, like Christmas movies as well. You guys have been mentioning a fair bit. So let me know what your number one Christmas film is. Is there one that you watch every year on Christmas Eve? Because my family, we watch Polar Express every year without fail, Christmas Eve. Whether we're together or apart, it always happens. Like last year, you would have seen in Vlogmas, I made Callum and his dad watch it on Christmas Eve. And then they ended up surprising me by taking me to the Polar Express ice sculpture tour thing in Colorado at the time, which was so special. That was actually a really special Christmas. It's making me want to rewatch last year's Vlogmas now, but yeah, without fail, it's Polar Express. So I'm really excited to watch that with my family this year. But let me know what your number one Christmas movie is. You watch it every year without fail. Let me know if you have some interesting ones as well. You know, you've got the standards, you know, you've got Elf, Love Actually, The Holiday, Polar Express, Home Alone, of course. Arthur Christmas is one that I tend to watch every year. The Santa Claus. One that I really like is Christmas with the Cranks. That's a really funny one. Let me know what your faves are in the comments. I'd love to hear. And maybe give me some new recommendations as well. Alright, I'm going to try and sort this laundry out now and come up with some kind of a packing structure. We're going to have to do some organising, I think. This is turning into a bigger job than I thought it was going to be. Good morning. It is Thursday. It's 9 a.m. and I have woken up determined. I'm a determined woman this morning. I want to finish my Sophie shawl today. I want it off the needles, I want it done, and I want it washed and blocked by the end of the day. I think I can do it, definitely. I already did a significant amount this morning. You'll see where I connected a new ball of yarn, but I had done maybe this much beforehand. So I think we can do it. This is a Christmas gift knit, as I have mentioned before, and we're almost there. So I might as well finish it. Today is gonna be hot, 38, 39 degrees Celsius, which is crazy. Let me see what it is now. It's 26 now and it's only 9 a.m. So it's definitely a stay at home inside kind of day. I'm not going to go outside really at all until this afternoon when I have to go to pole. But until then, I'm going to do nothing. I was going to go get my nails done, but I realized that tonight at pole we're doing handstands and kind of acro flips and weird crazy things. And I don't want to break a brand new nail. So I'm going to do my nails next week when I'm staying with my parents in the city. So we're going to delay that for a little while, which means nothing to do today. Nothing. You will see I did start my packing, but it's just making more of a mess at this point. I didn't do any other knitting yesterday. Went to pole, had a great time, did some cool stuff, and then came home, went straight to sleep. So nothing really to update you on. I have been watching some project vlogs. I've kind of been a bit vlogmased out. I'm up to date, which is nice, but I wanted to watch some different things. So I watched, I can't remember her name, but Cozy Books and Knits. She posted a Dagmar jacket vlog. Really enjoyed that. That was super cute and has definitely inspired me to maybe pick up my Dagmar again. It's sitting really sad on the floor right now. But yeah, and now I'm watching Ava Paula, who just uploaded a new week of knitting vlog. So that's what I'm watching. Hopefully, because it is warm today, when I wash and block the Sophie shawl, it shouldn't take too long to dry. I mean, it's not going to be 38 degrees in my apartment, but it is quite warm. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long to dry. I can wrap it over the weekend and have it ready to go to gift. And then the last gift knit that needs to be done are the cable mittens. I don't know if I'm going to pick those up today, but they are taking a while. Maybe it's just in my head that it takes a long time to do the cables, and that's why I put it off. I don't think it will really take me that long. I got Callum to try them on the other day. I don't think I said that, but I got Callum to try on the first mitten, and it fits well. I'm glad that I did the extra rows on the thumb gusset section, because that fits him quite well. And so I'm like, okay, it'll fit a man's hand. That's good to know. And then I saw the mitten on him hits about here. So I have quite a ways to go on the hand section. But what's good is Callum's going to be with me on hand for the next couple of weeks. So I can get him to try them on constantly to make sure I'm knitting up the right size. Because I would hate to knit up a pair of cable mittens that are feeling like they're taking a long time just for them to not fit. That would be very sad. So don't know if I'll pick them up today, but the goal is to get the Sophie shawl done and dusted. Let's do this. Myself a little brunch treat. I was really craving a bagel, so I ordered from Schmucks Bagels in the city. They do gluten-free bagels. There is a bagel place in Carlton that I really wish I could try. It's called Mile High Bagels. It's really popular, very famous, lots of people go there, huge line. Oh, this looks so good. Are you ready? But they don't do gluten-free bagels. Sorry, let me finish my story. They don't do gluten-free bagels, so I can't order from there. But Schmucks do gluten-free bagels. Are you ready? Oh my god. I got a chicken bagel. I can't remember the name of it, but I also got pickled cucumber. I love pickles. Oh my god. How do I have to tear them? Here we go. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do a taste test for you. Let you know if it's any good. I'm sure it will be. So it's chicken, pickled carrot, capers, pickled cucumber. I think there's like a tarragon something, like a sauce. Holy shit balls. That's really good. I have news. She's finished. Here is my finished Sophie shawl. I'm going to try it on for you. Someone said in the comments the other day that this looks like vanilla and chocolate ice cream, and I completely agree. Look, not the best weather today for a 100% wool scarf. Hold on, I've got the wrong side showing. I don't want that side. There we go. Here we are. Isn't she cute? I love it. I'm obsessed. She's gorge. I can't wait to see how this blocks. Got knitting needles all over the floor now too. Can't wait to see how this blocks out. I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough to do as a hood. I typically wear mine as a hood. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know if the person I'm gifting it to will want to wear it as a hood, but it covers the back completely, which is something I love about the Sophie shawl, is that the width is, in the largest size, is just perfect. Yeah. There it is. So I'm going to get this into block now. And hopefully it'll dry pretty quickly. I've woven in all the ends, so it's just a matter of washing and blocking now. I had a similar thing happen with my Sophie shawl that I made for myself, in that the decrease end was significantly longer than the increase end. Not significantly, I say significantly, it's not that bad. I don't think you're really going to be able to tell, but yeah, if I split it exactly halfway, you can see the white end is shorter. That's not a problem. I don't think they're going to care or notice, to be honest. So this fabric is so plushy and squishy. I'm obsessed. All right, let's get it into block. And I did take a little break. So it is 1:15 now. I took a break to FaceTime Callum. I need to close my window and get the aircon on now though, because it is hot. It is scorching and I'm starting to melt a little bit. So aircon's going to go on. This is going to go into block. And then we're going to start some sailor slippers. I'm so excited. I have 3 hours until I need to leave for pole. So let's see how far we get on these slippers. It is 3:20. My Sophie shawl is on the blocking mats, drying, and I have finished the foot, heel, and top panel of my sailor slippers, which I think look cute as. I kind of wish that I did the brown in a thin stripe. I feel like it's kind of overpowering the whole piece. I kind of wanted the blue to be the dominant colour, but they're slippers, I don't really care. I think when they're felted down, it'll be fine. And they'll look cute. But yes, the top panel is done. Yes, they're huge. I was worried that I started the decreases too early. But based on my row count and my stitch counts and everything, I've done it correctly. So mine just don't look as long as everybody else's that I've seen, but maybe I'm knitting a smaller size. I don't know. I'm knitting a Australian size 9, which is a European 40, which doesn't exist in the pattern. They say if you are a size 40 to knit the size 39. So that's what I'm knitting. Yeah, I love the blue. I love how it variegates. It's really beautiful. But I'm worried I'm going to be playing some yarn chicken. So what I thought I would do whilst I was knitting this up was, once this part was done, I'm going to weigh this, see how much yarn this used up, and then compare that to how much yarn I have left, just to make sure that I do have enough to do the second slipper, because I would hate to do an entire first slipper, start the second one, and then not actually have enough yarn. So I'm going to grab my scale and we're gonna see. Looking at it now, I absolutely think we're going to be okay, and I may consider doing the sole in the blue. I was thinking of doing it in the burgundy just to save myself some blue yarn, but I think we might be okay, but let's see. Sorry for the clacking. I will do my best. Okay, how much do you weigh? First slipper is about 61 grams, between 60 and 62 grams it's saying right now. For the brown yarn I have, how much of you do I have? That's 50. Actually, I think we're going to be fine. Plus this ball, that's 150 of the brown. And for the blue, we have, oh, plenty. It's like making a snowman, stacking these up. 225. Now the decision comes. Do I do the sole in blue or do I do it in the burgundy? I'll show you the burgundy. I think I showed you the other day. Or do I save the burgundy to make a whole different pair of sailor slippers for somebody else, possibly? The burgundy I have 180 grams of. So I could hold on to this, and I'm considering ordering some drops snow to make some more of these slippers. I think my mum and my dad would love a pair of these. I need to have a think. I think I need to have a think. Yeah, I need some time to deliberate. So we might put this down for a minute. Maybe we'll work on the second slipper and get up to the same place and then consider the options. Because I like the idea of doing the sole in the blue and then the I-cord in the brown. I'd rather do that and then use up most of the yarn that I have, as opposed to just using little bits of all three colours. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the sole in blue and the I-cord in brown, but I'm going to work up the second slipper to the same spot and then see how much blue yarn we have. That way I'm not like using all that yarn for the sole. I hope I'm making sense. In my brain, I'm like, yeah, that's how you'll avoid yarn chicken, even though I will have the same amount of yarn across the board, regardless. But anyway, that's the plan, I think. I am now going to get ready to go to Pole. Tomorrow is my Christmas-themed day with my friend Olivia, so I will probably chat to you tomorrow morning before I leave, or at some point during the day, and we are having a sleepover, and then we have Pole on Saturday morning. So if I don't get to chat to you tomorrow, it will have to be Saturday afternoon. But I'm really excited for tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy seeing what we get up to.
holly hanging across the door, neighbors singing tales of yore. It's so close, hardly can wait. Waking up on Christmas, children dreaming without a care. 'Tis the season most everywhere. So come home, there's no better place. Waking up on Christmas Day, tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in.
Now this is scary. He looks like he sees me when I'm sleeping.
I think he sees everything. Tis the season to be jolly.
It's a bulbul. Look how long those wicks are. What? That one's cute. It's Martha Stewart. Did you go to prison or something? No, I might be with someone else.
Else is the same. Waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day, tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in the street, presents tied up with a string for you and me. So grab your stocking above the fire. Bells are rocking.
Can you please explain what it is you're making?
We're making little puddings. We like to
Okay.
call them puddings.
Pudinis?
This is just a little bit cuter.
Yeah.
Basically we have fruit cake. And we pop a bit of alcohol.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then we roll them out. And we kind of make little... Some years we do like little mistletoes over the top with some white chocolate.
That's so cute.
Or we do like Christmas hundreds and thousands on them.
That's very festive.
It is very festive.
I like it. So what's in here now is fruitcake.
Fruit cake. Light dusting of fruit in it because sometimes it's a bit too much and some people don't like it.
Fair enough.
And it's hard to kind of get a good rub of it.
Delish.
Yeah.
So festive.
Just don't get drunk on them.
Is it possible? Because you
Yeah.
don't cook them?
We don't cook them, yeah, so it's not cooked out, the alcohol.
Delish.
And it depends on how much I feel like putting in.
I think you should put a lot in this time.
If you're a red pea plater, you can't eat it.
If you're fully licensed, careful too.
Rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same. Waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day, tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in the street, presents tied up with a string for you and me. So grab your stocking above the fire. Bells are rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same. Waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day.
Good evening, friends. Happy Saturday. I'm back for a little quick chit chat. I am so tired. This weekend has really taken it out of me. Yesterday was a big day, and then we had our typical big Saturday morning at pole. This morning, we usually do a couple classes in a row, which is just very exhausting. And then I had some practice time where I was rehearsing one of my competition routines for next year. So definitely feeling a little rundown, a little flat, but we're back and I want to give you a little update. You would have seen we had a little Christmas evening last night, which was so nice and cozy. We didn't end up doing a whole lot of festive stuff, especially in comparison to last year. Last year was like crazy. We did so much, but Liv was busy with her baking and I was just cozy on the couch knitting away, watching Christmas movies, which was so nice. And I managed to get through the ball that I was knitting on for my Weasley sweater, which is crazy. I didn't think that I was gonna smash that out yesterday, but I did. So we have quite a bit of body. And if I was doing this maybe as my normal length sweater, I really wouldn't do too much more because I kind of like my knitted sweaters to finish at my hips. But I want this to be a long one. So I'm thinking of knitting up an entire another ball. I have 2 more balls of the Rowan felted tweed. I'm thinking of knitting up a whole nother ball and then doing the ribbing with the last ball. Yeah, that's what I did whilst Liv was baking away. I will, whilst we're also talking about knitting, show you the scarf because that came off the blocking mats yesterday morning, literally dried so quickly. Here we are. The drape on this is so gorgeous now. And the colour, I'm in love. I'm a little bit jealous actually. But I will try it on for you so you can see how she looks. It's not too hot today, which is nice. It's definitely sunny, but not as hot as it has been. I think the heat wave has passed over a little bit. It's going to be cold and rainy for the next couple of days here in Melbourne, which is a shame. And I think Christmas is going to be a little chilly. But here we are. That's wrapped around once. It's stunning. I really am obsessed with it. I'm so happy with how this came out. And then if you were to tuck it into a coat, for example. Oh, scrumptious. So yeah, really happy with how that's blocked out. Gonna get that wrapped this week as well. So that's all ready to go to gift, which is super exciting. I really smashed this out the other day, and I'm happy I did because it feels good to have that ready to gift. Ignore the chaos, by the way. We're in a packing and moving world right now. But you also would have seen yesterday morning, Liv and I did some Christmas shopping. We went to TK Maxx as well as a couple other stores to look for some specific things. But I thought I'd show you what I got for myself. I obviously got some gifts, so I won't show those, but I got some things for myself. First thing I got, I'm really excited to use tomorrow morning. It is this glass cup with a little straw. You will have seen these all around the place. This one has some gingerbread houses, some candy canes. I really love that. It's so cute. I got myself a candle. This is Twilight Forest. And Liv and I were saying that if the Cullens from Twilight had like a signature scent to their home that you could buy, it would be this. It's like, it's clean, it's fresh, there's a little bit of citrus in there, but it's also very like, not like strong scent of pine, but you can smell like tree. You know what I mean? So I genuinely feel that that would be the smell of the Cullens house. Yeah. And I love it. I want my house to smell like that. So gonna hold on to that one. This is a bergamot reed diffuser, which I think is so gorgeous, and I'm really excited to set this up in my new room. So yeah, that's everything I bought for me. The rest is all gifts. So obviously we're not gonna go into that. But yesterday was lovely. It's so nice. I felt really, really grateful when we were sitting around watching Christmas movies to just be surrounded by people who are so willing to share their love and their kindness. And, you know, Liv and her family, they've been there for me throughout this entire year. And I've just felt like so welcome in their family this year when I was going through a really rough time. So I felt really grateful that we could spend a little bit of like a festive day together. We watched the Santa Claus 3. We watched a little bit of the Barbie Nutcracker. We watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I've never actually seen before. I spoke to my dad this morning because I would have guessed that it was a movie my parents would have liked when they had me. They had me in their early to mid-20s, and it was definitely their kind of film. I was like, did you ever show me this movie? And Dad was like, maybe we watched it when you were a baby, but definitely not one that was on the yearly rotation once we were grown up. Then we watched The Grinch, which was wonderful. I love it. It's so funny. Every year it gets me. I love it. And then we watched Elf, and I fell asleep watching Elf. So I only got halfway through. Not even, like a quarter. But yeah, that was yesterday. I bought a tree. Have I shown you the tree? I think you will have seen it briefly in passing. This is Walter, the Christmas tree for 2025. My dad wanted me to get a Christmas tree for the hotel room for next week to put all the presents around on the table, on one of the tables. But TK Maxx basically had no Christmas decorations. They were all packing them away. Big W had basically nothing, no trees. Kmart only had bright pink or bright white tiny trees. And so we got this real one from Big W, and we named him Walter. Well, Liv named him Walter. He's going to get a water just now to make sure he stays living. I'm actually going to Google how to take care of pine trees. If I can keep Walter living through the year, we could have him as like a yearly little tree, you know? I need to plug you in. You're running out of battery. Okay, I nudged you, so the frame might be a little bit different. But anyway, this is Walter. And I need to take good care of him so that he survives until at least Christmas Day this year. I need to go buy some little decorations for him. I was thinking maybe just like some little string lights, or, I don't know, tiny little bit of tinsel, something festive. And now the plan is to cozy on in for the night. I did have a work shift rostered for tonight, a night shift, but I just got a call about 15 minutes ago telling me it was cancelled, so it just means more time for me. I am thinking of getting some takeout. I've had a lot of takeout this week, but it's Christmas. I feel like Mexican food. Guzman and Gomez I really, really like. So maybe some GYG, or maybe just pizza again. I live above a Domino's, so I literally get pizza all the time. It's just easy, you know? It's quick and it's easy and it's cheap too. Well, first of all, I'm going to try and tidy up a little bit. I'm going to get my dishes done, try and make some, you know, organization to the chaos. Anyway, yappa, it's making me tired. Let's get on with it. Good evening, everyone. It is 6 p.m. on Sunday now, and I'm just coming on to wrap up this vlog. It's a pretty busy day today. Still trying to sort out the packing, the Christmas wrapping, and the whole situation. But we got a couple things done today, which is good. I got my nails done. Just a classic French tip situation. Nothing too crazy. I have to have these on for like 4 weeks because we're going away. So I won't be able to do my nails again until the end of January. So I was like, we'll have something versatile, simple. They feel so pretty with them on. And then Callum came around and we just did some Christmas shopping in the city. We're about to go get some hot pot for dinner. But I need to wrap up this vlog so I can get uploading because who knows how long it's going to take, as always. But I wanted to show you some things that I bought when I went shopping for myself. Again. I forgot to show you something else that I bought at TK Maxx on Friday. It's a new cleanser. This is by Glam Fox, and it's a rice niacinamide foam cleanser. And I have used this twice now, and it's so nice. Like, so lovely. You only need the smallest amount. It's a foaming cleanser, and oh, gorgeous. So I knew I wanted to go back and see if they had any more of the Glam Fox skincare at TK Maxx. And they did. They had this little box that had the rice niacinamide cream and the peptide cream. So I got that little set to use with my new cleanser. I don't typically buy a lot of skincare. That's the niacinamide cream. I used to use a lot of The Ordinary. I really love The Ordinary's serums and things. It smells so nice. But yeah, I don't usually buy a lot of skincare, but I thought, why not? It's Christmas. Might as well treat myself. Oh, smells so good, and she's so thick. Oh my god. Okay, I can just put some on my hand. I need to do a tester anyway to make sure I don't react to any of the ingredients. So we can just put that on the hand. So I got that. And then I've had some pimples pop up the last week. I think that's just where I'm at in my cycle. Tends to happen during just one particular week, which is just never a vibe. So I got myself some pimple patches. I wanted pimple patches, but this one comes with a gel cream with tea tree in it, which is good for spots. So I got one of those. I'm going to use that tonight. I'll let you know how that goes. And then I got a serum. This is, I cannot pronounce the name of this brand. If you know how to pronounce that, let me know. But this is their moisture serum. Ooh, my god, she bright blue. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Smells delish. But yeah, I thought, why not try something new and just see how it goes. So yeah, that's what I got from TK, along with some Christmas presents, of course. Finishing up the last few bits and bobs. But I did speak the other week about how I wanted to get the sequel to Quicksilver, and I wanted to get the sprayed edges version, and I finally got it. So this is my hard copy of Brimstone, and it matches my Quicksilver copy. So now it has a friend. I absolutely loved Quicksilver. I have not started Brimstone yet. I'm thinking of downloading the audiobook and listening to it on the plane next weekend, because I did listen to the first one and read it. I listened and read at the same time. So yeah, really happy that I have the matching set now. And I just think that's so gorgeous. And then last thing I got was from Kmart. I just got some new stitch markers because I've been running out, and I liked this case as well. I needed a new case for stitch markers too. So yeah, that's everything I bought today. Now I'm going to finish up editing this vlog and get ready to head into the city tomorrow for Christmas week. My family are almost at the airport. Their flight has been delayed because it was storming today. I don't know if that's why the flight is delayed. I'm assuming it is, because Melbourne's weather has been pretty shit, to say the least. It's going to be a bit miserable this coming week when they get here, which is a shame. So I do feel bit bad for them coming all the way from Western Australia, where the weather is so beautiful and so hot at this time of year, to miserable old Melbourne, but it's alright. I'm excited to see them. They're excited too. And yeah, we're just gonna have a good week. That's gonna be it from me for this week. You won't hear from me until Christmas is over. I hope you have a lovely Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a nice week regardless. If you have some time off of work, spend that time with family, friends, or even just hanging out on your own. I hope you all have a lovely week and a lovely festive season, and I will chat to you tomorrow, but you'll see me next week. Bye.
Is brighter with you. Our hearts are alive, singing carols outside, and love is